so?
I think it's a superheroes movie, and I don't watch very many superheroes movies.
I used to when I was younger.
But now we're 50.
Like I'm sure you saw like Superman.
Never heard
Probably
of him. I've never heard of Superman. What are his powers?
Or probably the original Batmans with like Michael Keaton.
I love Michael Keaton. One of my all-time favorite comedic actors. We've probably had this discussion on here before, but I love Michael Keaton.
The weird part was I've grown to like him when I'm older. I think when I was a kid, I did not like him.
Really?
Yeah.
I've always liked his sense of humor. He was a stand-up comedian before he was an actor in Pittsburgh.
So you saw him at the beginning?
We grew up together. I was doing the club scene, too. I had a tight 30.
You were like 8 years old going to his club
Pittsburgh
scene?
jokes. Yeah. And how about the Steelers this year, huh?
French fries on a sandwich. What's up with that?
And I knew Mike back. I call him Mike. Michael Keaton.
I see.
Yeah.
Mike Keaton? You call him Mike?
I should probably get him on the show. I could get him.
that would be a great... We're talking about guests, and we get on these, like, people no one knows, and then you're like, wait a second, I do know Michael Keaton.
I know Michael Keaton.
And he's like one of your best friends, and I've never met him.
Yeah, I don't like to mix my circles of friends very much.
Some people are like that, actually.
I'm kind of like that.
Really? Like to keep your circles separate?
I don't know if I like to, but they just seem to always have stayed separate. Like, I have college friends and I have high school friends, and you probably don't really know my friend Matt or Justin very well, other than having met them once or twice, right?
Yeah, but that's... we haven't been in the same places very often.
Yeah.
So that's kind of easy to separate those.
Well, I set it up that way. Like, Justin went to school in he went to school in New Hampshire. Matt went to school in Rhode Island.
Oh, you told them they had to go school far away? Maybe you can't handle when the groups meet each other.
You can't handle when the groups meet each other. You like to keep your friends separate so nobody finds out that they used to be.
Yeah, but what if like me and Aaron like hit it off and then we're hanging out? You'd probably be a little.
I'd be fine if that
huh?
happened, but never does. Everybody just likes me the best.
I see.
Yeah.
You're also very modest.
I'm the straw that stirs the drink. In the morning, and then I just went right to work. Worked all day. I was thinking, I think Adolf Hitler. I know, obviously, you can't.
This is going to be interesting.
You can't say that. Because if you say he had good ideas, it makes you sound like a pretty bad person.
Yes, it does.
But can you say, he had good ideas, he just had bad, I don't know, impulse control, or he was mentally ill or something. But the whole hard work, whatever it says on the gates to Auschwitz, Albrecht mein frei, whatever it is. Hard work sets you free. If you work a nice Sunday where you're cutting wood all day and screwing things in, and in the end you look and it's piecing together and it's coming together, and there's something to be said for just a day of exhausted.
He was really good at propaganda.
Well, and I know that the Jews had it harder than I did today, because, at the end of the day...
Really? Think so?
Well, at the end of the day, before I came here, I went and I got a black and blue...
I mean, you didn't even have lunch.
No, but then at the end of the day, I went and got a black and blue cheeseburger. I got a Caesar salad on the side. I had 2 beers before I got here. But just the ability to, do something with your hands and kind of make something and build something and see a little progress, and, just a nice 4 hours of work on a Sunday is good for you.
Okay. I don't know if we need to attribute that to Hitler.
Well, the whole hard work sets you free. I worked hard today and I was sweaty.
So you could just say that was a good slogan.
Were there any other less offensive people that have hard work attributed to them?
I think there's probably a lot of sports stars that talk about that, like Michael Jordan, maybe Walter Payton.
Yeah, but you don't know. You're just saying you think. I feel like I want it to be one that's not everybody knows that Hitler said that.
Did he say it, or was it just on the fence? One of his guys.
He did the ironwork and everything on it. He came up with it.
Yes.
He smelted the iron. I don't know. I just know that that's the slogan of those prison camps was "Hard work sets you free." And I can't remember exactly how to say it. Whenever I finished a day of work and I kind of feel tired and I feel like I've earned the beer that I'm about to have, I think, thank you, Adolf Hitler. I don't mean that. I don't mean that. I don't mean thank you, Adolf Hitler. I just mean that he had a good idea and he took it too far.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, don't want to say anything? Think I've alienated somebody? You know what I'm saying. You can take. He took it too far.
The idea had nothing about.
I'll tell you
the
that.
idea had nothing to do with hard work. The idea was like
Hard work sets you free.
it was like I'm gonna take you to this camp, not feed you, work you hard, and then burn you in a building.
I said
It
it
had
went
nothing to do
south.
with-
The whole idea went south when they did that.
But that was his idea the whole time.
I don't
It
know.
wasn't like he changed midway. He's like, wait a second, maybe this would be better.
I know. I'm just saying, hard work does.
This Business Insider. I'm gonna try to change the subject. This Business Insider.
All I'm saying
article
is that
says
hard work does set
Cy
you
Young
free.
Award-winning pitcher Roy Halladay is one of the hardest working men in baseball. All right, here's some other quotes for you. Opportunity, you'd say if you like any of these. Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work.
I can't tell if you made that up and you're making fun of the overalls that I had on for a couple of weeks. I forgot to put them on. I forgot to put those on. What was the question?
This is a quote, not a question.
Okay, and I'm just supposed to respond to it.
Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work.
I like that. It's, I don't know.
That's Thomas Edison.
Yeah.
He was known to nap throughout the day in lieu of a full night's rest in order to stay ahead of the competition. All right, how about this one?
I'm a napper.
Get a good idea and stay with it. Dog it and work at it until it's done right.
Okay, so I agree with that, but I don't say dog it. I say, like, for me especially, I don't. If I try to like do tons of like, if I tried to spend 10 hours today working on my floors, I wouldn't do a good job. I blah blah blah. I'd spent like 4 hours today just doing it like at my own pace, having a cigarette here and there, drinking water. It felt great. So I agree on some level, but I also think set realistic goals for your skill level, and as you get better at things like carpentry or whatever, you'll be able to do things faster. But for me, I've been taking it at like a good, like medium, my pace of thing, and just kind of stay with it. So thanks, Thomas Edison. I agree with you and Hitler.
Well, that one was from Walt Disney.
Well, he was a
second
terrible
one.
person. Walt Disney was a shitty human being. We all know he was very like what was he? Was he what? Racist? Didn't like gay people? He had something wrong with him.
How about this one?
I don't like
I
how
think
you're not addressing my concerns with
I think he was racist, yes. He didn't
but he
kill
didn't
a lot
kill
of
7 million
Jewish people.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. There's
All right,
levels
so
of
Walt Disney, scrap Walt Disney too.
horribleness.
How about this one? This is by a good person. Do the best. You may have met her, actually. Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better.
Does her first name start with the letter M?
Yes.
Maya Angelou?
Yes.
It's good. I mean, a little trite. I don't know. I like my Hitler and Edison ones better. I mean, none of these apply to my day. This is about me, Jarrod.
Success is no accident. It's hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do.
I do love the idea of learning how to become a floorer. A floorer. I like the idea that I'm learning about my house. I've been under there now. I see the problems. I know where problem spots are. So yes.
That was by Palin. Any other good ones here?
Did Mussolini have any cool sayings about putting in new floors?
Yeah. Do you want me to see? You want me to ask for hard work?
No, I want specifically about
quotes
floors.
from hard work from terrible people.
We should start our own website.
These are good, great quotes by terrible people. I'm a kind person. I'm kind to everyone. But if you are unkind to me, then kindness is not what you'll remember me for. That's not a good quote.
Who was it?
Al Capone.
It's not a.
Here you go. Here, if
not a
you
bad
want to
quote.
shine like the sun, first you have to burn like it.
The guy, Thatch Quang Duck. Or that guy that just set himself on fire outside of the White House. Or not the White House, though.
That was also Adolf Hitler.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A lot of these are by Hitler, actually.
Do you? All right. Well, maybe we'll drop I'll drop the Hitler thing. I'll drop it. Do you want me to read you a text from my dad that I thought was funny?
Yeah, that's a good. Let's segue. I like you segue from Hitler to your dad.
Yeah. The Hitler of my life from ages 0 to 18.
There's nothing I'd rather do on Sunday night in the mag room.
Good job.
Than talk about Hitler and your dad.
All around the world you can hear them. Hey, hey, hey. Talking about losing kind of funny stuff. Hey, hey, hey. Mag room. Mag room. The mag room. The mag room.
You know that my father is my my landscaper. He comes out on Sundays and
you make him mow your lawn.
I don't make him. He likes to do it. Let's not sully this.
You go out there, you like stand, you're like, Dad, I think you missed that spot.
I sit on the porch in like a powder blue suit with my lady friend drinking lemonade and pointing like off yonder. Northwest corner needs some work, sir.
You've put a big banner on your back of your house that says "Hard work will set you free" as your dad's mowing the lawn.
I can't figure out why all my Jewish neighbors are so angry at me lately.
Nice.
We got along so well for so long.
Yeah, I could see why. Yeah.
So my dad he likes to come out on Sundays. I don't make him. Please don't listen to Jarrod. I don't make my father do this. I'm not Hitler. But he likes to. He likes to come out.
Even Hitler didn't make his dad mow his lawn. So.
He likes to do it, so he comes out. And so this week he had texted me. Here, let's see. Let me see if I can put this together well. So he'll spray for weeds and stuff like that in my little rock. I don't know if you remember my little rock garden that's out in front of my house, but
Yep.
Okay, so he texts me.
Do you have a propane tank at home?
And I said, no. And he said,
could you get me one this weekend?
And I thought he meant like one for a barbecue, a big whatever 18-inch thing.
Could you get me one by this weekend? I'm going to buy a flame weeder for the rock garden.
Oh boy.
And I just said, whoa. And then I said that Matt and I had picked all the weeds last weekend.
So you ruined your dad's dream of burning?
Well, I did it before he thought of this idea, but is it strange to you that they make a product that shoots, it's a flamethrower for killing weeds? I haven't looked this up. I don't know what it looks like. I have pictured it in my head, and I've thought, I hope he doesn't, or maybe I hope he does burn the house down with me inside of it, because he comes before I wake up in the morning. So he usually comes before I wake up on Sunday morning.
If you aimed poorly, it could burn your house down. Yes.
Well, you saw where the rock garden is. It's right next to my house. It's as close to the house as you can be without being inside of the house. It's up against the house. I think it'd be so funny, and I mean this. I really do think it'd be funny, although tragic, I suppose, if I came here one day and I was like, "You won't believe what happened." 6 hours ago, my dad burned. Would I be committed enough to come here and do the show if my house burned down?
I don't know. I was hoping. I would love the outcome where he did it in a way where it only burns your new floor that you put in.
Shut up. You.
All right, here's one. How about this one? The best tool to fight weeds. Propane torch burner weed torch. That's what your dad needs.
That might be what he got.
500,000 BTUs.
He's an Amazon guy, so I saw that one was on Amazon. I bet that might be it. No, he wouldn't have spent $300. Yeah, but that's $320. I don't think he would have done that.
So this one that's $41. Mm-hmm. Is there a video of it in action?
You don't see that very often.
Oh, that is a full tank,
Oh,
too.
okay.
Now, when I turn this on, make sure there's no gas leaking.
That's smart.
Good idea.
Good. I don't hear anything leaking out of there.
Now put
All
my
right, let's
mouth
see if
over
the-
it.
Now that the
Yeah,
propane
nice.
on,
All right, let's see.
release gas here,
All right, turn it on.
ignite the trigger.
Oh, there we go.
And that's not going to do much, but as soon as you pull that trigger, that's how you burn weed. So I got a few here.
All right, let's see it.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, baby.
He's gonna burn my house down. All right. Well, it was great doing the show with you, Jarrod. I'm excited for what the future holds for you. I had a great run.
What else is going on? Anything?
I bought some new cans. I got new headphones this week.
Yeah, they look cool.
My last ones. I don't remember if you knew that. If you remember the scheme I had going at Guitar Center.
I don't know of any scheme, no.
I talked about it, but it was so I looked for headphones I wanted, found a pair I liked, went on eBay and bought a pair that said brand new with box. Came brand new with box, but the left or the right ear didn't work. So I wrote the girl back, and she said, "Don't even bother sending them back. I'll refund your money. You can just keep them." So I thought, okay, well now I have a broken pair of headphones I want. Guitar Center sells these headphones, so I went. I said, I'd like to buy. So I bought a pair of those headphones at Guitar Center. Bought the warranty on it. Brought that home. Put the broken pair in the box.
No, you didn't do
Oh
that.
yeah, I did.
Oh, man.
So I now had two pairs of these headphones. Well, one of them, the right ear, went dead again.
Serves you right.
So I went to Guitar Center, and I ended up getting, like last time when I did it the first time, I walked in and walked out in like 3 minutes because the guy had sold me on the plan as like, just bring them in, we'll just give you a new pair. He's like, even if it's good for 2 years. He's like, if it's been 1 year and 360 days, just snap your headphones in half, bring them in, and we'll give you a new pair. So I was like, okay, sounds easy enough. So I did.
That doesn't sound like a really great salesman thing to say.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. So that was like the kid that looks like he's in a band that plays.
Hey, sir, why don't you just snap them in half and we'll give you the...
Basically, yeah. He and then
Do you-
so this
do you
time.
Do you like Nirvana too? I do as well.
So this time I went in and I went to the back and I was waiting and the kid with that kid was there again, but he was helping two people in the back. So after like
Because everybody wants that kid who's just giving away headphones.
yeah. So so eventually I was like, I've just figured it was store policy that they give you a new set of the broken ones. So I go and I talk. There's a different guy. He's up at the front. He's like, yeah, I'm the man to talk to. Come in the back with me. And I was like, well, last time I just sat with this guy. He just gave it to me. He's like, yeah, I just got to run through some paperwork. I'm like,
He's like, now I got to kick the shit out of you to get this pair.
he
the
had one
second
arm.
pair.
The guy had one arm. So I was like, if this goes south, all I got to do is stay to his right. Cause
I see.
Yeah.
He had a strategy. What if he was a good kicker, though? His right leg was like really...
Well, he brought me in his office, and I was like, oof, this didn't happen last time. They're onto my... Jig is up. They're onto my scam. I'm going to have to figure out... I got to beat up a one-armed guy and get the out of here. So basically...
And you probably didn't even wear your mask.
I didn't have my mask on. I didn't think this was going to go south. It went so well the first time that I walked in there with a spring in my step. I was like... I'm getting myself a new set of headphones. Like, I bought the plan. It's working. Life's working out for old Marky today. Well, 45 minutes later, I'm stuck in an office with a one-armed man, and he's f***ing me, dude. He's like, what's wrong with them? I'm like, well, the left ear doesn't work. He's like, well, what'd you do to make it not work? I was like,
Oh,
I
jeez.
didn't do anything. He's
like, did you buy them on eBay to try to replace them?
But he told me to lie too. He said, what did you do for them to not work? I said, I just plugged them in and the right ear wasn't working. He said, well, they only replace it if you've done something wrong, not if it just stops working. I'm like, well, that's
What?
Exactly. I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I hammered it with a hammer. You'll replace it, but they just stop working. They don't?
Exactly. Exactly. That's what he said. I'm like, so you'd rather me say that? And he said, yeah, say that you pinched it or say that you did something. I'm like, all right. So and he said, so did you pinch it? So he's like, one-armed man looking at me, did you pinch it? And I was like, are you telling me I should say yes? He's like, he winks at me. I'm like, all right, yeah.
Are you telling me I should commit fraud right now?
Because I did it once. I'm in too deep already, man.
They're trying to lure you all the way in.
So
then you're in with the one-armed man. He's got you running headphones out of the back of the store. You got to keep doing it or he's going to turn you into the cops.
These are all things that went through my head, Jarrod. I promise you.
You're going to be serving 6 to 9 months in the state pen. Then your dad's going to burn your house down while he's doing your weeds while you're in there.
So the guy makes a phone. He starts calling somebody. I'm like, well, who the fuck is he calling?
FBI, probably.
So he's calling corporate, Guitar Center corporate. I got to talk to the big dogs. So on speakerphone, he's like, I got, what were they? Sennheiser, H280s. Yeah, customer brought him in. He pinched the wire, and the left ear isn't working anymore. And the lady's like, what did you do that the left? And I'm on the phone. What did you do that the left ear isn't working? He looks at me, he nods his head. I'm like, I pinched the wire. She's like, yeah, that happens all the time. So long story short, they didn't give me. I passed the test. The guy was like, yeah, he shook me with his left hand. He shook my hand when it was all over.
Good lying, Buster. You're going straight to hell, but I can give you your headset.
So, I'm like, but I just wanted the same ones. But he ended up giving me like a gift card for my headphones for whatever I spent on them. So I just went online, ordered a new set, and they came like 22 hours after I ordered them. They were. Wow. I don't know how it happened, but they got there the very next day. I ordered them near the end of the day, and I got them at the beginning of the day. It was crazy.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
2 counts of fraud, and
that's not fraud.
Your dad's burning down your house, and you're in bed with Adolf Hitler, and we're only 30 minutes in.
Yeah, but you're oversimplifying everything I said. That's not.
Yeah, but that's what I do.
I'm not in bed with Adolf Hitler. I just said that I think I agree with something. The idea behind
let's just I'm sorry I brought it up again. All right, my stories are not as exciting, but I was listening. Do you ever, you listen to the radio in your shop, right? Mm-hmm. And songs come on that you probably know, but you've never listened to the lyrics of them.
The only thing about this argument is that that is one of my things. Is I kind of analyze. I like lyrics. And I listen.
Really?
Yeah, but maybe you might be telling me. You might be bringing up one that I don't know.
Well, there was 2 that I heard this past week that I thought were interesting, so I thought I would bring them up to you and see. It's "You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet" by BTO, and I started hearing the song in the middle of the song.
Okay, maybe, I just wanted to see if I could pick out the offending lyric or whatever it is, the controversial lyric, but nothing's popping into my head. So go ahead. What was it?
Yeah, so the second verse, this is when I guess turned it on or heard it. This is what I hear. And now I'm feeling better 'cause I found out for sure. She took me to her doctor. So
told me there's a cure.
Yeah, so he goes to her doctor. I was confused by that part. And then this is what the doctor says.
Any love is good loving.
He said any love is good love.
So I took what I could get.
Yeah.
Yes, I took what I could get. And I said,
does that mean that the girl's not very good? The girl's hey, I'm not very good at this loving, so I'm gonna bring you to my doctor. And then he says,
oh, I thought it was.
She's not great, but you should take what you could get.
I thought it was herpes, because they say everybody has herpes, right? It's 90% of people have herpes. So I don't think I do. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
dormant.
I do.
It's dormant. You have it.
I don't think I do. I think I'm one of the 10%.
If you've been with a bunch of women, you have herpes.
I've been with one woman in my life, Jarrod.
Yeah, and then she looked at me with them big brown eyes and said, "You ain't seen nothing yet."
It's about herpes.
Here's something you're never gonna forget, baby.
You can never lose it. You can never forget herpes.
You know, you ain't seen nothing yet. You need an education. Got to go to school.
Well, that's more like go get this tested and make sure it's not simplex B or whatever. Yeah, it's about herpes. This is a herpes song.
So the ain't seen nothing yet is about
because he didn't know up until then that he had herpes, but like you said, it was dormant. You ain't seen nothing yet. Dun, dun.
So he's gonna get
dormant herpes. Yeah,
the herpes are gonna come out.
Yeah, and he's got to get educated on it.
But he's feeling better because he found out that he has herpes for sure.
Well, you got bumps on your wiener. You're kind of like, what's going on? And then the doctor's like, don't worry, everybody has this. It's nothing. She's a skis. You like her though. Just keep f***ing her. That's cool. You got herpes now. It's not like it's gonna get worse. You just get it every once in a while. It pops up. Except for Mark, who doesn't. I don't think I have herpes.
That's a lie.
Can we get a herpes doctor to come on the show and test me?
Do you want me to tell you this one and then you can guess?
Yes.
Was the Love Shack.
Love Shack, baby. There's a lot of weird lyrics in that one to me.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
What is the Love Shack?
It's a
just the funky old shack, and I gotta get back.
Yeah.
Glitter on the mattress, glitter on the highway, glitter on the front porch, glitter on the hallway. What does glitter stand for there, Mark?
How's the song start? Maybe read the lyrics to me.
If you see a faded sign at the side of the road that says 15 miles to the
shack. So it would be weird to put a sign on the side of the road for something that's like, is that what it is? Is a house where they go to make love? Like I
don't know.
Something like you get away from your parents or something? Like a little hotel, motel, Holiday Inn.
Says he has a Chrysler that seats about 20.
Yeah,
He's got
I don't know why you need
car.
20 people.
Hurry up and bring your jukebox money. I don't know if he knows what this place really is.
Oh, so maybe it's just like a bar, like a sexy,
dance place?
Fun dance place. Yeah.
Everybody's moving. Everybody's grooving.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Hugging and a kissing, dancing and a loving,
wearing
next to nothing.
It's hot as an oven.
That sounds like some loving.
When everybody's moving around.
How about this
and
one?
Around and around and around.
Bang, bang, bang on the door, baby.
Yeah, you're trying to get in. Knock, knock, knock. Bang, bang. Because there's like a code word or it's like a swingers club. Maybe it's like a swingers club. Like down here in Florida, we got some swingers clubs. And you have to like either know a guy
bang
or
really hard.
Well, I think that probably would get you not in. I feel like that would be attention grabbing.
That'd be a terrible password to have. Just like you have to knock
like
really
a cop,
hard.
Yeah.
All right. I just was listening to it and I was like, what really is the Love Shack?
I'm gonna
and
say
they have
like
a sign for it, but it's 15 miles off the highway.
That's
off not
the
close.
Okay, yeah, that's far. And this is in like Georgia. They're from Georgia.
I'm heading down the Atlanta highway.
Yeah, but they're from Athens. The band is from Athens.
Looking for the love getaway.
It's a good song.
It would be great if it really was just like a swingers club that they went to.
I'm sure it's based on something real. I feel like I've heard a story about it. Me and Mike Keaton used to hang out with a couple of the guys. Fred Schneider ran in my crowd, but I never really asked him, like, was the Love Shack a real place?
All right, here we go. Love Shack is based on a mythical place. It's inspired by a series of disco juke joints in the rural South.
Okay, so it's kind of like a biker bar, but not a biker bar. It's like a dance club that's in the middle of nowhere. Sounds like something that would have been inspired by Footloose to me, or maybe inspired
That's true.
Footloose.
A woman brought a man in a wheelchair into a South American bank and attempted to take out a loan in his name.
I heard this story.
But the man had been dead for hours, police in Brazil said Wednesday.
I saw the headline. Are we sure that this is real?
The woman claimed that the man, identified by police as 68-year-old Paulo Braga, was her uncle. and wanted to sign papers for a $3,250 loan. The police chief said the victim had likely been dead for at least 2 hours. Bank employees got suspicious and called the police because the man looked very pale.
All right, so if this is real, you have to be a special kind of piece of shit to try to do that. Ripping off Guitar Center for a pair of broken headphones is one thing. Trying to take out a loan in your dead uncle's name while he's dead is another. Secondly, I kind of don't know if I believe this story.
I don't think this is legal. He doesn't look well. He's very pale, one teller says in the video that captured the scene inside the bank branch.
AI. It's not real video. It was AI video.
Nunez responds in the footage and says he is like that and says, sign so you don't give me any more headaches. I can't take it anymore. As soon as I found out...
Wait, hold on. The bank teller said, all right, you just sign. I can't take this anymore?
No, the woman.
The woman with the dead guy.
Yep.
She was saying that to the dead guy?
No, I think to the bank, maybe? I don't know. Maybe she was saying it to the dead guy. I don't know. How about this is you? As soon as I found out about the case, at first I didn't believe it, the investigator told the outlet.
I still don't.
In addition to fraud, the woman is being charged with abuse of a corpse.
Oof. I wonder what that gets you in jail. You know how certain crimes in jail get you bad, like fucking with a kid is you're way down under jail.
Yeah.
I wonder if abuse of a corpse. I wonder what that would be. I feel like I hope people would look down upon that.
Sure. So this is like Weekend at Bernie's, really.
Yeah, but just an afternoon. Afternoon at Bernie's Bank.
I'm surprised it doesn't get tried more often, though.
You have to be a certain type of piece of shit, and you also have to be really dumb. Like, that's a dumb plan. Like, how's it gonna work?
Because he doesn't talk, you mean?
He doesn't say. Yeah, it's dead. He's dead. Yeah, your uncle doesn't. We won't sign it. He won't look at me. He hasn't breathed since he's been here. This is very suspicious. You had to carry him in here.
Is there any way they could pull it off?
No. Well, let's see. Do you know anybody who does taxidermy and robotics, or maybe two different people? One guy who does taxidermy, one guy who does robotics.
This was also part of the article where German men pee sitting down, which is the better way to pee. We saw that in the article. Although it said it empties your bladder better. I don't think that.
Tell me why you don't think that. Why do you disagree?
Well, when I sit down, you obviously poop sitting down.
No, I do. I standing up, pee sitting down. I'm weird like that.
You got to try to make it in from standing up.
Have you ever shat standing up before? I've done it.
No.
When I was in Europe, I did it. I did it like 30 times. Because if you stay in campgrounds, they have these things. It's not
like
a
toilet.
Hole. It's just a hole in the ground with handles above your head.
Did you always make it in the hole?
The first time you ever do that is one of the most panicked I've ever been in my life. I'm like, what the am I doing here? So you think about the mechanics. So first of all, if like, for God forbid, the first time you ever walked into one of these places, you had to I got to go right now. Because I remember walking in and be like, whoa, what do I do? Because, all right, so now pull your pants down. Now your pants are down, but you're not sitting down. So your pants aren't out in front of you. They're underneath you. So you have to put pull your legs like forward, or, put your legs up in front so you don't right into your pants, because that would be awful.
Yeah, I'm sure the first time you would do that.
So the first time I ever pooped in a standing stall in whatever country, I don't remember the first time I did this, but I did it several times. I just got I didn't get completely naked. I left my shirt on, but I just took my pants off completely because I wanted no chance of shitting on my pants. Yeah. So it's a weird, it looks like, oh my God, this looks like some sort of weird torture device, My hands are above my head.
You hold it? Do you and you bend your knees some?
Yeah, that's how I would describe it. Yep.
Does it come out? Does it come out well?
Yeah. I don't think I remember noticing a
difference.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I just remember, like I said, the combination of panic and almost like shame. I almost felt shameful pooping in there. Like I felt.
I feel like if you're nervous though, you would not poop as well.
Maybe that might have played into it the first time. You know, you kind of becomes old hat. You walk out of your tent in the morning. I gotta go in the standing stall. I'll be back in a few minutes, you guys. I'm just not even gonna bother wearing pants over there this time at all.
So you got good at it.
I guess. I don't know.
You think it's like riding a bike where you could go back?
No, I know I would walk in and have that same rush of panic if I saw just a hole in the ground and two footprints. Yeah, it was wild.
Is there any like curtain or anything? Or are you just out there like I've seen it's some sort of ring of people around you too cheering you on as you're pooping in the hole?
They put numbers on the hole. They put like a grid around the hole, and if you poop on like a certain number, they have gambling.
You win
like
a prize?
Keno. Yeah, you can win a prize.
Oh, that would be incredible. Is there any chance you could fall in the hole?
No. It's only as big as 12-inch circumference.
So 1
not
foot
circumference.
could go in.
Diameter, maybe like a 12-inch diameter, something like that would be my guess.
Like you could fall a foot in there.
You could, yeah, if you were drunk enough and stumbling and shit, yeah, you could put your foot in a stranger's BM underneath you. Yeah, that could.
And everybody makes it in. How high up are you? I'm picturing you're like 10 feet in the air.
I don't think I understand. You're just on ground level. It's basically like a porta potty.
I thought you were hanging from like Olympic rings over the hole.
No, your feet are still on the ground.
Oh, I thought there were like Olympic rings that you're hanging from in the air, trying to poop in the hole. Wouldn't that be better?
That would be amazing, but I think for the sake of the cleanliness of the campground, they're gonna make it a little more easily accomplished, I guess.
I feel like that's why I envision people cheering you on, betting whether you get it in.
So I'd have to be like, I was with like my 4 best friends. I'd be like, all right, man, I can't put it off any longer. I'm going to go to the stadium and get in front of the entire crowd of campground people and hang from those things and try and
people are just waiting to watch you. No. that would have been great.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Yeah, that's what I was envisioning. Like the Olympic rings. Like you're on those rings.
Like the 4th or 5th time I did it, a bunch of the other campers came over to my tent and were like, "You're one of the best shitters we've ever seen in this whole." I've been coming to the campground for 30 years now, and you're, those first 2 were dicey. I could tell you were nervous. But you in that hole like nobody I've ever seen before.
You got like a fan club now on the.
They made T-shirts of me. I had a nickname.
What would it be, like the Mad Pooper or the Poop Bandit or the?
I wish I knew more Spanish.
You mean German?
Oh,
Weren't you in Germany?
I think to be honest, I think I was actually in Italy when this particular scene was
Poopa
going on.
Bella.
Hey, he's in the hole better than anybody.
Nice. All right, the second one was about, and I wanted to know if this really rang true with you at all. It talked about, like, coffee makes you poop more. Like if you drink coffee for some people.
Yep. Does for me.
But it also said here, if you're in a place where coffee is frequently served, it can also make you poop more as well.
Like if you were on your computer at a Starbucks?
Yeah.
All right, so I took a class about drugs and alcohol when we were like at Wake Forest. And I remember certain we've talked about doing drugs in certain situations, certain settings and stuff, and how just the environment you're in has an effect on how a drug impacts you. Yeah. And I would suppose, I think caffeine's considered a drug, right?
Sure.
So I could see that being true. If you're just in a place where you associate with caffeine, your body's sort of, let's get the poop muscles started or whatever, I know that your body doesn't say that, paraphrasing what your brain. And
So
your,
now when you watch Olympic ring competitions, do you have to feel the need to poop more because of your Italy campground?
I haven't watched an Olympics since 1996, unless I'm in my own house. If I know my shitter's right there, but I'm like, if I get stuck in one of those ring things, I don't even know if I'm strong enough anymore. My right elbow sucks now. If I went falling face first into my own, or God forbid somebody else's poop in that hole.
I remember having to do that in gym class. That wasn't easy.
Poop in a hole?
The rings. Mm-hmm. Maybe they were just getting us ready for the campsites.
Yeah. One day you guys are going to be backpacking across Italy, and you're gonna thank me for this. You're also going to have to pee while doing chin-ups, so you got to go run over there. There's a hole in the wall that goes from here to here.
You got to get up to the spot where you can pee in the hole. If you can't get up to it, then you just can't. They don't let you pee.
Yep.
They said in this article most of the theories revolve around smells.
Okay.
Like you smell coffee and it
okay. I can see that.
stimulates it.
That makes more sense to me than the other story. I believe that story before I believe the story about the Brazilian girl. You know, what's funny is I went to Starbucks today. I helped my friend move. I had a great day. Helped a friend move a couch, 2 couches really, today.
Yeah.
And on the way to his house, I said, "Hey, would you like something from Starbucks? I'm going to stop and get myself a coffee." Now, normally I don't ever go to Starbucks on my own, but I was passing by one. And what happens is Matt comes up here on Friday nights. He came up this Friday night, as a matter of fact, and we went out to dinner, and then he came to work with me on Saturday morning. When he comes to work with me on Saturday morning, he was going to leave right from there. So he brought me a Starbucks coffee and a little breakfast sandwich.
What do you get? Like just a regular
I just
coffee?
tell him to pick out. I said, I don't know, just something that has a little bit of cream, a little sugar, maybe a flavor. I'm not picky. I just want it cold and kind of strong is the only two
you like
things
the
I
cold.
want.
You like iced.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
So he always brings me something, and I went and picked out my own coffee today. Matt didn't go get it for me.
Oh boy, you're growing up.
I like Matt. I think Matt needs to be the guy that picks out my coffee because I did a shitty job picking out my own coffee today. When I got it, I was like, meh, this is fine. It's not good. It's not bad. It's whatever. But when Matt brings them, I'm like, oof, has the right amount of sweetness, and it's got a little foamy thing on the top, and mine just looked like some dickhead poured some coffee into ice and gave it to me, you know?
Wouldn't it be
has,
great
like,
if
style.
Matt's really like a part-time barista and he like makes it for you just so it's
or a
perfect?
Food stylist. I've heard the term food stylist before. I watch there's a cooking show I watch, and the guy who has the cooking show has his own food stylist. And I thought,
Wow.
I think I need Matt to be my food stylist. He's already my girlfriend. I can make him my food stylist too, can't I?
You think part of it is the idea that someone chose it for you?
Yeah, definitely.
Which made it fun.
Yeah.
Like I like when I come visit you, and I know you don't like making choices, so it's a little harder, but when you like choose the things we're doing, I just have fun with it more than when you're like, what do you want to do? Do you want to do this
I
or
agree.
this
You're
or
right.
this? When you're just like, hey, we're doing this, we're going to go to this.
Yeah.
Let's try this.
And I'm not picky. That helps that I'm not picky. So you just bring me something, I get kind of like
Yeah.
happy and surprised by it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
if
right.
you brought, like you said, you gave some parameters.
Yeah.
So that would be the same. I wouldn't want, there's some places I probably wouldn't want to end up if we were on the, like, I don't want to go
Auschwitz?
skydiving or, yes, or doing, like, go on a Hitler souvenir tour
Reenactment.
with you or something.
It's a 4-year reenactment, Jerry. It's Jerry. Oh, I called you Jerry. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, go for it. I've offended enough people today.
Great. Produced by Bernie Lomax. Fact
his
checked
last
by...
name?
I looked it up, yeah. Fact checked by Bill. Theme song by Maggie Elox. Social media by Cousin Paul. Still posting the social media on the Instagram.
Good job, Paul.
Send us an email, themagroom@hotmail.com, or a letter or a fax. I'd
Or a
list them,
picture
but-
or a video of you flame weed eating your garden, maybe.
Yeah, flame weeding. Hashtag put down your phone this week. Hashtag don't kill your wife. And I'm going to add, we always have one wild card because we cut down the list. I'm going to add hashtag don't quote Hitler.
Oh.
That's going to be
That's me.
Okay.
That's what I did. Don't do what I do.
Yeah. If you find yourself quoting Hitler and saying he's a good guy, you can
always stick with the mag room because we're with you. We also believe that Hitler was not a good guy.
Don't.
I don't think he was a good guy.
Stop
but I think he
your
had some
saying.
interesting ideas that if you didn't take them to the nth degree would provide a decent
oh my!
a decent pathway through life. You know, what the
This
fuck
is
is
the
wrong with
episode-
what's wrong what's wrong with saying hard work will set you free? All right, let's just wrap it up. I can't do this. I don't know. It's not as bad as it. I don't know. Yeah.
This is the episode where if we ever make it big, this is the one that they have to cut.
I am
from
not
the
condoning
Uniclad
genocide by any means. I'm condoning hard work.
That's good. I'm glad that you've
taken
done
a hard.
that.
Yeah, I take stances. That's what I do on this show.
You've condoned committing
I
fraud.
don't think
That was
anybody
part
should
of-
kill 7 million people. I think that's a bad
Mark,
idea.
let's just clear it up.
Working
at the
hard
end,
on
'cause
your floors on a Sunday afternoon for 4 hours, maybe celebrating with a black and blue cheeseburger. I think that's a great idea.
Mark, let's just clear it up. Mark does not like Hitler. He's okay with fraud of your headphone store, and he's good with shitting in a hole. If you've dug yourself a big hole and want the episode to the end, you can always
stick with the
mag room, and everything else is cream cheese.
Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. The my groom's good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good.
German men pee sitting down.